Beyond the trees, hidden away from view, lays a castle. Lost, hoping to be restored. But time is running out. Only 100 days remain before the castle is forgotten forever. Will it be saved, or will it be nothing more than an old fairy tale stuck in a book? This is 100 Days Restoring a Lost Castle. Remind me again, whose bright idea was this? It's about to get dark soon. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking for. Oh my goodness. Well, I think I found what I was looking for. And it's definitely not looking to be in good shape. It's completely overgrown. Maybe inside is better. Why is this so far up a hill? Yeah. Hopefully the inside is not like the entrance, please. This is very rundown. I think I need to find a room to settle down. It's getting dark, and I don't want to know what this place is like in the dark. This will do. I'll sort out my plans tomorrow. Okay, there is definitely a lot going on. I think I'm going to start by getting rid of some of these vines. This castle must have truly been forgotten about. How can it be so overgrown like this? There is so many vines. Is it even worth trying to fix? I don't know. What if I fix it and it gets run down again after I leave? I shouldn't even be worrying about that right now. There has to be a reason why I felt the need to come here. Maybe the longer I'm here, the more that will be revealed. Let's just focus on the entrance for today. Okay. I think I've cleaned up all the debris. There seems to be a lot of crack blocks on the floor. I wonder if any of these buildings has any materials I can use to restore everything back to its original self. I think I'm going to go into this one. That's useful. This could really help. I think tomorrow I'm going to start on one of the buildings. After some long thought, I've decided the first building I'm going to explore is this one. My first thoughts are that it looks completely run down. But it might not be that bad inside. Okay, it's definitely bad. I just still don't understand how a place can get like this. It's so overgrown. Okay, let's see what we got here. This seems like a little storage room. What's inside? A sleeping bag. Okay, that's useful. I can use that. And a bag of food. This will do great until I can find a kitchen. Let's check the rest of these barrels for anything we may have missed. Some lanterns. I guess I could use them to light up the areas. I think I'll just place it in the main room. Right here. I think I'm gonna check outside. It's nighttime already. I should make my way back to sleep. I think I'm going to work a little on the courtyard today. It's looking a bit messy. Let's get rid of all these blocks cluttered on the floor first. It looks terrible. Of course it starts to rain when I decide to work outside. Always. This is going to be very difficult without tools. There seems to be a lot of rock debris all over the floor. It definitely makes you think what happened here. Cleaning up this courtyard took so long to do. Looking around, it looks like I've got almost everything. I think tomorrow I'm going to go back to the servants' quarters to see what else is there. But for now, it's time to go back and rest. Alright, it's time to go back to the servants' quarters. At least, that's what I'm calling it. I'm pretty sure there's only one room left in here, so it should be quite simple. I really do need to clear away the vines one of these days. Let's see what's behind this door. What? The room is just completely flooded. How does this even happen? This is not possible. It makes no sense. And why is it only this room that's flooded? I don't think I'm gonna get any answers for this. So let's just start. I wonder if any of these barrels have anything I can use to help me get rid of all this water. That's odd. How come the things I need are always in these barrels? Well, I'll just focus on that at a later date. Okay, time to get rid of all this water. I'm pretty sure I saw a well in the courtyard, so I could just put the water back in there, so it's not wasteful. I truly just don't understand how this is the only room that seems to be flooded. It has to be magic. Finally, after so long, there's only one final bucket of water left. I've added so much water that the fountain is starting to flood. This better be worth it. Really? After all this time, there's nothing important in this room? I'm done. I think I'm going to settle down right here. Okay, I think I've checked almost everywhere in this building now. I really do need to start working on the floor at one point because of all the holes, but I'll do that at a later date. There's still one area I haven't checked. But why would there only be one bed here? It's very odd. Is that a hole under the bed? It is. What could possibly be under there? For now, I'm just going to move this bed here and climb down the ladder. Nothing bad ever happens when you climb down a secret ladder. What was that? So the next task is to look for the room with the most knowledge? There has to be a library. Well, it's definitely not going to be here, so it's time to move on to the next building. It should be right down here. Goodness. Why are the buildings always looking so run down? Let's open the door. This is definitely it. What is that? I don't understand what's happening right now. There must be something in the library that's important. I'm not going to have to look through every book, am I? I think I'm just going to go for the one I feel most drawn to. And hope for the best. I think I'm going to go for this one. I got it. The Andorian castle. Is that the name of this castle? Okay, this is a lot to think about. I think I'm just going to head to bed. It's been a long couple of days. Was that the castle in its original form? It looked so nice. What happened? My main goal needs to be getting the castle back to its original self. Before whatever happened, happened. I've already done the courtyard. I think the next step is to restore the gardens. Because these trees have definitely seen better days. Almost everything is dead. Okay, I've gotten rid of all the debris. The next step is to add lanterns and replant. I want to make sure to place the lanterns in the correct position in the courtyard so we can light up the whole area when it's dark. With that done, the next step is to go to the storage room to hopefully find stuff to replant. Okay, this could work. I'm sure I can get the garden back to better standards with this. I think I'm going to start by chopping down both trees and replanting the saplings. Once that's done, I'm going to plant the flowers in both gardens. In a bunch of different colours. Everything is completely replanted, and it's actually looking good. I think it's time to settle down now, because the next few days are going to be so tough. I think I should explore a different building today. I don't think I need to go into the stables yet. You can literally see right into it, and it doesn't look important. This building looks interesting. The barrels are empty, but it looks like a blacksmith. Can I take these? I am going to restore the castle. I'm going to need tools to help me. With these, I can finally start on the big repairs. I'm going to take them. I guess I could look in the storage room for any blocks to help. Again, it's there. How is this happening? Makes no sense. Okay, I think I'm just going to look around for any holes in the walls so I can help fill them in. What is that? That tower has clearly seen better days. That should be my first big repair. I'm just going to fill in these holes right here. Getting rid of all these cobwebs are so much easier with tools. The damage of this tower isn't so bad. Just a few missing blocks and vines. It should be simple. I think I've restored all the damage in this tower. There isn't any more cracked blocks. I'm going to rest here until tomorrow. The inside of this tower is looking okay. Let's go and check outside. Hopefully, filling in all these holes actually made an improvement. Yes, it's looking a lot better than what it did originally. It still has a few vines, but I can get rid of them on a later date. I think my goal for today is to continue discovering the buildings in the courtyard. I've looked at the library and the servants' quarters, along with the storage building, and a blacksmith, so there shouldn't be a lot left. I think this stall is the last building left in the courtyard that needs to be visited. It seems like some kind of food stall. There's a few crack blocks. I think I'm just going to replace these. This can't be the only kitchen of the castle, surely. Why is it outside? The only thing in the barrels are some bread and seeds. This is just sad. This can't be the main kitchen. I'm going to take these seeds and plant them in the castle's vegetable garden to have more food at a later date. Okay, I think I'm going to place some barley here, some melon seeds halfway across, some wheat seeds at the bottom. Okay, everything is planted. I think I'm going to go back and get that satchel from the servants' quarters to place all the food I collected in it. This food should definitely last me a couple of days, until hopefully I come across the kitchen, if there's one. I think I'm going to spend the rest of my day in the library to plan out the next few days. I think tomorrow I want to start focusing on rebuilding again. Maybe start on restoring the second tower. I think they are free a part of this castle. I could be wrong. I've already restored one, so that definitely should be my next main goal. I think I'm going to rest here, ready for my task tomorrow. Today's goal is to restore the second tower. I'm pretty sure the only way to get to this tower is through the first one, as well as walking along the castle walls, which in itself doesn't feel that safe. What if I fall off? But whatever, I guess. Oh my goodness, how does this even happen? It's completely covered in vines. This is going to take a very, very, very long time. I guess I'm just going to start by clearing away the entrance. The tower seems very open. That doesn't seem very safe. I wonder what's up this ladder. I really don't think the ceiling needs to be this high, but I digress. In itself, the structure of this tower isn't that bad. I'm just going to replace all the cracked blocks with new blocks that I got from storage. I think this ladder leads to the highest part of the tower. Huh. Some great tools left behind in this barrel. Really makes you think how everything just seems to have been left behind. I wonder why this building has the most vines surrounding it. It shouldn't be too hard to remove them before the day ends, but I think it will be. I think it's time to go down to the lowest part of the tower. God, it looks very dark down here. Huh, it's just a desk. Why is it so dark in here? Let's light up this candle. I think there's a flint and steel in one of the barrels. Yes! Okay, I'm going to grab this and go back downstairs. Let's light up this room. Huh? What was that? Who was that? And what is that murmuring? Okay, I think it's time to leave. Oh, it's dark outside. I guess I could go back to my little area and settle down. I feel like the days are going by so quick. I'm pretty sure there's only one more tower left. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I think today I should focus on searching around the final tower. By looking at the outside, it honestly doesn't look to be in bad shape, with a lot less vines than yesterday's tower, which is to be expected because the last tower was terrible. Now, how do I get in there? Even with the vines cleared away, it doesn't look like there's a way in from the ground. I think I need to walk along the castle walls again. Okay, now I'm on the walls, I can see a lot more vines on the side. But it doesn't look like there's any broken blocks, so that's a win in my book. Why are all the entrances always covered in vines? What is going on? Honestly, I was expecting a little something more, but oh well. Let's see the second floor. Hopefully there's something more interesting. It's just another plain room with a lot of cobwebs. Where's the magic? Where's the whimsy? I feel like I just spend most of my time clearing away cobwebs and vines, more than anything else. Where is everything? I have yet to find the metal bars from the ground floor. Maybe it's down this ladder? Okay, yes it is. Now this looks much more interesting. I'll just clear away some of these cobwebs and start looking around. I can hear that murmuring again. What is going on? It's still a little dark. Let's light this candle and search around. I feel like an area like this must have something hiding. It would be the perfect place. But wait. Oh my goodness. I was right. There's a hidden hole. Why are they always hiding something under a bed? I feel like it doesn't hide that well. You will always find it. Ooh. Is this some type of dungeon? This is what you're talking about. It looks exactly like a place you would hide something cool. It's very cramped and clearly not well looked after. I'm not going to waste my time clearing the room. It's a dungeon. They're supposed to look like this. I'm just going to keep searching around. I'm going to find something in this room. I can feel it in my bones. It's a little too small to be hidden inside, so it must be hidden behind something. Am I seeing that correctly? Is that the hole in the wall hidden behind that vine? It's certainly a small hole. There has to be something behind it. It's a bookshelf with one book. Okay. Things that are important are often seen hidden out of place. Thou knows where to look. Huh. That's honestly not helpful. But I guess I just got to search most of the obvious places I've already been in. I'm just going to place this back where I found it and make my way back. There's a lot to think about. Is that faint music? Now, I don't think there's any more secret rooms in the servants' quarters, so it has to be the library. Or maybe the blacksmith. It could be the stables. Oh my god, it could be anywhere. This is going to be terrible, I can already tell. The book I found yesterday said all the most important things are hidden out of place. I've already searched everywhere I could search in the servants' quarters, so I know it physically can't be there, but it could be everywhere else. I guess I'll start my search in the storage room. There's physically no room in here. There's no way anything could be hidden here, especially a secret room. Let's move on to the stables, even though it's most definitely not anything important in there. Nope, nothing important in the stables or the blacksmith. My last hope has to be the library, because the kitchen stall is definitely a no-go. Okay, if I was something important, where would I keep myself? There's nothing under the table, nothing hidden between the bookshelves. Maybe there really is nothing here. Where would I be? What is that? Well, I guess if I was something important, I would hide behind a fake wall. Well, I found it. Let's go in. This has to be it. What is behind this door must be so important. Oh, well, this is ominous. They most definitely had meetings down here. There has to be something I'm missing. It can't just be this. It's cool, but I wouldn't classify it as important. This room is small. There's really only one place it can be. It has to be under the table. And that's why you always look under the table. It's always under the table. Doesn't help that I have to dig myself down to the hole, but whatever, we move. Well, this isn't sketchy at all. Why does it have to be a tunnel? Why is it always a tunnel? This is going to be a long walk. And it just had to be thunder. Why is it always thunder? What a nice add-on. Where is that sound coming from? I'm not really liking this vibe right now. Oh my god, is this the end of the tunnel? What? What was that? What was that? It looked like a great hole, but does that mean now it's completely ruined? There's so much to do and think about. Why is there always so much to do? Let's just get out of these tunnels before something else happens. I think I'm just going to rest in here. I think today should just be focused on setting the goals for the next few days. I'm just going to head in the library to sort everything out. Okay, first things first. The next step has to be finding the Great Hall. That's obviously very important if that's all I'm seeing. And honestly, I don't think it would be too hard to find. There's only one building left to search. Let's go and see the final building. There she is, in all her glory. It's very tall. There's nowhere else it can be. It has to be in here. I think I'm going to write down my goals in a book before I go to sleep. Plan a banquet. Must discover the Great Hall. Prepare all the dishes. Restore the Great Hall to its original self. I'll start on all of this tomorrow. It's going to be a very busy next few days. Let's get to it. We are well over halfway now, with only one final building left to be rediscovered and restored. It's time to find the Great Hall. Ooh, it looks kind of spooky. A spider? Do not come near me. Get back! That better be the only thing in this building. Well, this definitely looks nothing like the vision I saw. There's holes in the walls, cobwebs and vines everywhere, and it looks like the chairs and tables are just chucked anywhere. What even happened here? I think I'm going to start by clearing away the cobwebs and vines first. Small, simple tasks. It's a little dark in here. I think I'm going to light up the fireplace to give the room a little light to work with. Okay, I've cleared mostly everything up. It's time to move the chairs and tables back to their spot. All the tables are placed with the candles lit. I'm going to search the barrels for some final touches to make the tables look back to their original self. So, we've got some bowls and red carpet. I can make this work. The room is starting to look so much better already. All I have left to do is to add some bowls. And I think it's done. It looks very good. Wow, it's dark outside. I think I'm going to settle down ready to plan the banquet tomorrow. Oh, where did this flower come from? Well, it has to mean I'm doing something good, right? I'm going to take that as a good sign. ready for tomorrow. I'm going to spend today setting up everything for the banquet I want to do. I'm really hoping this keep has a bigger kitchen because the one outside is not good. Now, if I was a kitchen, I'm pretty sure it would be downstairs, so that's where I'm going to look. Thank God. I can actually work with this. It's a little dusty, so I'll just clear away the cobwebs before setting up my plan. Okay, let's sit down. The most important part of the banquet is the food, obviously. So I'm thinking different types of desserts, like pies and pastries, and maybe a cake. I don't really have a lot of resources available, so I just have to use what's here, which clearly won't be a lot. I don't know when this kitchen was last used, so I think I should take advantage of the castle's gardens and collect the food I already planted recently. Now that everything's collected and replanted, it's time to check on the stables. I don't think there's any animals left in there. They must have left when everyone else did. Yeah, each stall is completely empty, with a lot of cobwebs. Let's just dust away those. Okay. The stables are looking a lot better. It's perfect for when the animals come back. Hopefully, if they come back. It's almost night soon. I think I should head back and plan the next few days. I'm just gonna sit on the floor for now. Before the banquet takes place, I want to make sure I repair everything in the castle that needs to be repaired. That includes all the rooms I haven't come across yet that's in the keep. Everything has to be restored. I think tomorrow we start on one room at a time. I'm going to head back to the servants' quarters today to ensure I completely restored everything inside. I'm going to start by restoring the outside, replacing all the missing or cracked blocks and getting rid of all the vines surrounding the outside area. The repairs on the inside isn't too bad because I've already restored most of it. The only thing left to do is remove the cobwebs and find the correct resources for the floor. Like every other resources, I'm going to try my luck with the storage building. Honestly, I think it's magic. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the same barrels more than once. Of course, why is it always there? Oh well, let's go fix the floor. I'm going to put it here, 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 and here. Okay, that's the floor all fixed. I'm going to place the rest of my items I don't need back in the barrel here. I think that's almost everything sorted out. All that's left to do is pick up this paper that's scattered all over the floor. Okay, it's time to move on. The next task I'm going to focus on is the keep. I'm going to head straight back down into the kitchen to help clear away any debris on the floor. There isn't really a lot left from when I first worked in the area. I don't really understand where it comes from, but we move. Oh, there's a door? Where does it lead to? It looks like a training yard. Why is it kind of hidden out of the way? Should I train? I think I'm gonna train. Everything looks like it's there. There's some targets for archery and what looks to be a fake body for sword practice, I think. I'm going to train. I'll start with sword practice first. What is that? Is that mumbling? It sounds like soldiers. Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay, that is enough sword practice. Let's move on to archery. I hope this barrel has everything I need. Okay, let's practice. Ooh. That was so close. I think that one missed. Yeah, I prefer sword practice. It's so weird. It feels like I can hear sounds of fighting. Huh? When did it get so late? I have to head back inside. Who knows what lays in the dark in this castle, and I'm not ready to find out. I feel like the more I do little repairs on this castle, the more lively it feels. I think it's really starting to awaken. There's a zombie outside my door. That's nice. Today I'm just going to do simple jobs. I'm going to start by clearing away the cobwebs and vines surrounding the castle. I truly think the castle is slowly getting back to her original self. I'm on day 70. There's not long left now. The castle will be back to its original self before we know it. I think, so far, one of my favourite rooms has to be the library. Minus all the cobwebs, of course. I think it looks so cool and mystic. If I lived in the castle, I'd definitely spend all my time here. I'm going to rest now. Tomorrow, we tackle the next room on the keep. Alright, time to go. I wonder what the next room is going to be. Damn, it's really early. The sun is barely up. How does the stairwell also have vines? It's some sort of guest room, I guess? Goodness, how does it get this bad? Why are the vines covering up almost everything? I think this has to be the guest chambers. I feel like the main bedrooms would be a lot bigger. It also looks kind of basic. I can't see. Why is it so dark in here? Is there a candle I can light? I guess that's a little better. Honestly, it's not too bad in here. It's just covered in vines and cobwebs. Everything else looks to be in good shape. I think once I clear that away, it should be fine. The room looks a lot better with all the debris gone. I think it's done. I'm pretty sure there's another one further down, so let's go there. Why is the entrance always full of vines? What is going on in this castle? It looks the exact same as the last one, but this one's blue, so it must definitely be the guest room. I'm just going to do the same thing here that I did in the previous. Light up the room and get rid of all the access debris. It is a nice room. If I was a guest, I wouldn't mind staying here. It feels cozy. On that note, I think I'm going to rest here until tomorrow, where I'll tack on the master bedroom, if there's one. This could be it, actually. I think that was my best sleep my whole stay here. The bed was so comfy. It's time to go upstairs. I wonder what's in store. Oh my goodness. I think this is the worst room yet. I just don't understand how a place can just be covered in vines. Even if it gets abandoned. Like, come on. Oh my god, it's on the ceiling? This is most definitely the main bed chambers. This is gonna take a long time. Let's just start by lighting up the room. That didn't do much. That didn't do nothing at all. I guess I have to start on the vines. I am not looking forward to this. There's just so many. Okay, I think I've gotten rid of every last vine. The room is looking so much better. There's still some rock debris, but that shouldn't take too long. I think I'm going to sit and relax for a bit. I've done a lot of work in the castle the past 70 days. I think I want to work outside of the castle next, for my next task. Maybe I could check if there's a castle village. There has to be one, surely. I'm gonna go now while there's still day left. Hopefully this trip isn't for nothing. I haven't been outside of the castle in the past 70 days. I'm kinda nervy. Have these vines grown back? How is that even possible? It isn't supposed to grow back that quick. Never mind, let's move on. Oh, there's a path, so it must lead to something. I think I'm just gonna follow this path. Hopefully it leads me to where I wanna go. I think this is it. It's not much, but it looks good enough. It just looks like a normal village. It doesn't even seem overgrown. I wouldn't mind living here. Getting kinda late on my journey. I think I'm just gonna rest here. I'm sure the person that used to live here wouldn't mind. The day is bright and early. Time to go and visit the other huts. This one is a lot more dark. Let's light up the chandelier. That is a lot better. It seems like all the huts are similar, but this one feels a lot more homely. Huh. This one has a lot more beds though. Maybe it's a bigger family. I think this hut is my favourite one in the village. Let's go and check the last one. It honestly looks kinda small. Yeah, it's a little cramped, but I suppose it's good for one person. None of these huts were run down. I wonder why that is. Did whatever happened to the castle just forget about the village? Doesn't seem possible. The farm is also in great condition. I just don't have the methods of understanding any of this. Well, if I plant the wheat after I collect it, it won't count as stealing, right? And there's nobody here, so I'm just going to do it. Nobody will know. Everything is replanted, and I've collected so much wheat. This is such a success. I think it's time to head back now. Day's goal is to focus entirely on the outer walls, because they have most definitely seen better days. There's quite a lot of holes and practically full of vines. I'm going to fill all these holes with different types of blocks. Yeah, I feel like that adds a little bit of texture to the walls, and it looks so much better. There's a lot of vines that I can't reach, so I'm hoping once the castle's awakened, they'll just disappear. Wishful thinking maybe, but let's hope so. Honestly, the wall isn't looking too bad. It looks strong, and it's clear it works. Otherwise, I feel like the castle would be more than run down with vines. It'd be completely broken apart. Oh, the sun is starting to set. It has taken a lot longer than I previously thought. I just don't understand why a castle can grow so many vines. And why are the vines still growing? It's like the castle doesn't want to be fixed. I really hope they don't grow back on the wall while I sleep. It's time to prepare for the banquet tomorrow, even though I'm the only one there. I'll just get rid of this vine right there. Hopefully it don't grow back. Okay, back to the banquet. The hall still looks good, but I feel like it's missing something. Enough of that. Let's go focus on preparing the food. Now, this is a big room. Where did that box of food go? It's not here. It's not in that corner. Ah, I put it in here. At least I think I did. Sure it is. This seems like everything, but I don't actually know where half of this food came from. I didn't place it in here. How weird. And it looks like some decorations are in here too. That's what I was missing. How stupid am I? I can't believe I almost forgot the decorations. I think I'm going to start decorating first before sorting out the food. I can't place them by the fireplace. That's a fire hazard. I could place them on that empty wall. I think I'll place one here, here, and here. That looks a lot better than the empty wall. I think it's time to set the food out. I'm kind of excited for tomorrow. I think I'm just going to set out the food dishes on each table. It's finally done. Everything looks so good. I think I'm going to stay here ready for tomorrow. But I'll just stay in the guest room. Today's the banquet. It's going to be a little odd by myself, but it can still be fun. I'm going to make my way downstairs. It's never too early for a banquet. I'm going to eat some of this pie. It looks amazing. How would people talk during this? Yes, that was scrumptious. I can't believe I'm on day 85 already. The castle is almost complete. Well, if I'm here by myself, I have to sit in the front seat. It's a must. I think I did a good job in here. The Great Hall looks amazing. Is that music? Kinda makes you nostalgic in a way. Thinking about all the great balls they probably had in here. It's like you can hear it happening. This journey has been so fun. Here's to the last 15 days. I want to spend today decorating the castle. It still looks a little bare, and it deserves to be shown love. Well, back to the storage building I go. I wonder what's going to show up this time. Why is there an Enderman in my castle? It needs to go. Wait a minute, my castle? This is not my castle. Whatever, back to the decorating. Ooh, there's a lot of options. I could decorate a lot of rooms with this. Where do I go first? Let's start by adding more lanterns in the servants' quarters to improve the atmosphere. I can replace the paper off the table with a flower pot. It looks perfect. I think the final touch in the servants' quarters could be adding some banners. Yeah, this looks so good. I think that's the servants' quarters completely done. Where to go next? Maybe the blacksmith. Yeah, it's still looking a little rough on the outside. I think I should start by completely removing all the vines off the walls. I need to replace this hall with actual stone too, instead of dirt. Why is that even there? The inside doesn't look too bad. Let's place a lantern. It looks a little dark in here. The armor is looking nice and fresh. If I didn't have any on, I would take it. And of course, just like every other building, I have to add a flower. I'm going to choose a daffodil. The final room to decorate was the main bedchambers. To brighten up the room, I added potted flowers, some banners, and of course some books to fill up the empty places. Honestly, adding flowers to every room in this castle adds a nice touch. It's definitely time to rest. It's been a long few days. Today, I'll go up to the final stairs in the keep, which leads me to the roof. It has definitely seen better days. But what is this small building here? Oh my goodness. It's completely overgrown. I can't see what this building is. I need to get rid of these. Is this some sort of church? Well, if I'm in church, I've got to light the candles. Got to get the vibe right. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I guess I can say thank you for blessing me with this experience and the opportunity to even stumble across this beauty of a place. Okay, that's enough. What does that book say? What's lost will be found in the castle's most vital place. What does that even mean? I have to look for another vital room to find an important item? I feel like I've been literally everywhere I could physically go. Where am I gonna go now? I'm just gonna head back downstairs. I feel like the hidden room just has to be in the keep. There's nowhere else it could be. I've already discovered hidden rooms and tunnels in both the servants' quarters and the library, so it has to be here. Maybe it's hidden in the closet? No, nothing in there. Maybe downstairs? I feel like I would have found it already, so it must be hard to find. There's nothing in the first bedroom, and nothing in the second one. Where could this room be? I just don't see it being in the Great Hall. There's nowhere to hide a secret like that. It has to be downstairs. That's the last place it could be. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. There's no secret holes under the tables. There's no secret holes under anything. Where is this vital place? Wait a sec. Why does it look like there's another path that leads downstairs? Has that always been there? Is this it? I think this is it. Oh, I'm scared. Let's just clear away the cobwebs. I wonder what it could be. It's a crown. That's kinda cool. I'm guessing I have to find the throne room and place the crown on the pillar. Why do I always have to find things? This must be the final key for the castle to be restored. So tomorrow, I find the throne room. Now it's time to rest. I'm so tired. Operation Find the Throne Room is underway. Now, in stories, the throne room is almost always in the keep. So unless this follows a different storybook, it has to be here. But it's got to be hidden somewhere, because I've been to every possible floor. But where is the question? I have to keep my eyes peeled. It could be anywhere. The stairs are just leading me to all the rooms I already know. I must be missing something important. Okay. Let's just take a little breather. The castle truly looks magical at this time. Come on, castle. Give me the magic of the castle to help me find the throne room. I want to restore you. Bring you back to life. Okay, enough break. Let's start again. It has to be somewhere in this staircase. I feel it in my bones. I just have to look for something that's clearly out of place. Wait, the blocks here are a different texture. Is this it? This might be it. Oh my god, there's actually a room behind you. This is it. This is it. The throne room. I knew the stairs were hiding a secret. Tomorrow, we will repair it. Okay, time to get this room into top shape. Let's light it up. It's so dark right now. Everything seems to be intact. Just like it was lost and hidden in time. I'll get it back to the way it's supposed to be. I'll just start by clearing away all the cobwebs and vines. Honestly, there isn't that many. It should be a simple process. It took a bit of time, but all the vines and cobwebs are completely cleared away. Well, nearly all. Is that a vine down there? How did it grow so quickly? I don't understand. Doesn't the castle want to be restored? How is there even rocks here? Where did it come from? It makes no sense. Okay, calm down. Everything is done. Tomorrow, we decorate. Honestly, there isn't a lot needed to decorate. Everything actually looks very good. I'll just add a few bits and pieces I think are missing. One, of course, is the entirely very needed flower. I think it adds a lot more character to the throne room, and the flower is just lush. I will also add a few lanterns to the room to give it more of a glow. I'll add one here, and also in this corner. The room looks perfect. It's cozy, but it also looks like a respectable throne room. Just 2 more days remain. Once I place the crown on this pillar, the castle awakens, and my time here will be over. That's so weird to think about. I'm going to rest in the place my journey began, the gatehouse. Today's the final full day. Tomorrow the castle gets awakened, and I get to go back home. This has been such a journey. There's not much left to do. I'm just going to spend the day walking around the castle, showing everything this castle has to offer. Cue the montage! My time in this castle is coming to a close. Restoring this castle has been so fun, but tomorrow it all ends. Andorian Castle, you've been a beauty. Let's go rest, for the final time. Today's the day. I think the castle could feel the energy in the air. I think it's ready. Let's get started. It's day 100 after all. This is it. Once I step foot into this room, my time here is officially over, and the castle will go back to its original form. No need to wait around. I'm just going to pull out this crown and place it. Okay. It's time to place it. Is anything going to happen?